Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another on-demand web scraping tutorial, and this time I got a request from Devi Nanda asking me to scrape movies data from hindigitmala.net site, and he has some problems in recursive crawling of this site and extracting the data out of it. So by the way, guys, have a look at this sort of a free tutorial request. You can pause the video and read this precisely, just in order to get an idea of how exactly the perfect free web scraping tutorial request looks like. So I hope now we can go on, basically. So if you're interested in completing this sort of a tutorial, so buckle up and we begin, basically. So here is the site we're supposed to be crawling through, and first we need to loop over the range of the alphabet letters, and then within every letter we have the range of pages as well to crawl through, and eventually we need to crawl through every single movie card here, and within the movie card we have up to 2 tables, so the first one and the second one, but it's essentially it's kind of the same table in terms of data set. So we need to scrape all this data as well and store this to CSV files. So let's actually start. The very first thing to consider, we need to import some packages. So I need to import SCRAPY, and from scrapy.crawler import crawler process. And also I would like to import CSV module to be able to write this output to the CSV file, because with the multiple crawlings the standard scraping feed format and feed URI parameters doesn't always work that nicely. So now let's provide the define the scraper class here. So class, let's call this simply movies, and it would inherit from the scrapy.spider. Okay, and the scraper name would be let's call this Indian movies. Okay, and then let's specify the base URL. So the base URL would be equal to this stuff. I just get rid of the letter. We'll be appending this further on. Also, I would like to provide the main driver to be able to run this spider from within a Python script instead of using the scrapy crawl command. So I would like to say if name equals to main. In this case, I want to run my scraper, and I'm creating the process variable that would be the instance of the crawler process, and then we say process.crawl and specify the movies spider class as an argument, and finally process.start in order to actually start our scraper. So I have the terminal window being opened in the current working directory, so by simply typing python 3 and movies.py, I hope to invoke this. Okay, it works perfect. So from now on we can provide the crawler's entry point. So there is the standard method, it's called start requests, and it's available within the scrapy spider we're inheriting from, so it would take only the self instance, and that's simply it. Okay, I just forgot to import string module to be able to loop over the range of the ASCII characters. So loop over letters, let's call it like this. So 4-letter in, and I would like to say string.ascii lowercase, and let's first print our letter to make sure that it kind of works. It would give an error because we're not crawling anything, but we got our letter, so it's just perfect here. So now let's generate letter URL, and let's call this letter URL. It would be equal to self.base URL and plus letter and plus .php, and also I would like to print the letter URL to make sure that it's crawlable and it actually works. So let's consider, say, this one. Okay, copy and go into the browser and just try to navigate there, so hopefully it works. Yeah, it seems like, yeah, perfect. So okay, that means that from now on we can actually crawl this letter URL. So crawl letter URL, and I need to yield scrapy.request, and here the URL would be equal to letter URL, and I will specify only the callback function because we're not working with any headers, cookies or something. So self dot, let's call this parse letter. Okay, so here we specify the parse letter callback method, and def parse letter, and it takes the self instance followed by the response object, and let's actually print response URL to make sure that we did crawl that, and did the callback method did fire. Okay, it seems like. So from now on I just want to break after crawling the very first letter. So okay, and we'll be crawling through the range of pages slightly bit later on. So for now I just want to extract the list of this card. So let me just inspect the element, and here, so we got this div. Okay, this div seems to be the card div. Okay, so here we need to sorry guys, just provide some space here. So here we need to loop over movie cards, and I say for card in response.css, and we're looking for a div with a class equals to this sort of a stuff, and let's now extract movie URL. So movie URL would be equal card.css. So it's a select, card is a selector, so we can extract elements recursively, and let's try to extract the a tag with the attribute of href, and we want to get one basically. So let's print our movie URL to make sure that they are available actually. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, it seems like we got our movies. So again, now we can crawl movie URL, and after that I also want to break because I just don't want to torture this site during the debugging process here. So now we need to yield, and this time I will use response.follow instead of scrapy request, because our URL, as you can see right over in here, it's not the entire URL but just but a relative URL instead. So that's the reason we use this response.follow, but the syntax is literally the same. So URL would be equal to movie URL, and the callback function, well, let's call it self parse movie. Actually, this seems to be quite pretty logical. Okay, so what have I done? So now we can specify the parse movie callback method. So def parse movie, and it would take the self instance followed by the response object, just like the parse letter. Okay, so again, like first let's simply print response, just to make sure that the kind of fires actually. So let's have a look. Okay, so we did crawl through exactly kind of this this sort of a link. So from now on we need to extract the data, and I've already checked for the selectors, so we'll use just the very first two table tags and extract all the rows, and then try to extract all the data from within there. So let's actually start this. So the very first thing to consider here, list comprehension, roads SSTD. Okay, so the only thing left for us just right now is actually we need to join all these elements just to avoid having them in the type of list, but just list of strings instead. So let's have a look here. Okay, and also we don't really need these empty elements, so I guess here we can simply say list filter and none and this like. So let's have a look. Okay, and now we need to avoid using those elements that doesn't have the appropriate length there. So here I say if length of items. So in this case it would now fire only in case if it is actually filled with some sort of a data. Okay, and also just to make sure, so as far as we're gonna be writing this to CSV file, I just want to make sure that the length of the items is all the way along the same. Okay, so okay, I'm just wondering why it's 6 here, so hold on a sec. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. Oh, so sorry, instead of yeah, just okay, I'm just sorry, so I should have gone slightly bit different way. So here, hold on, just we need only items starting from the very first element, right? And okay, yeah, now this seems to be pretty nicely. Okay, so from now on let's try to write this entire stuff to the CSV file. So here I say just work only with non-empty rows or items, doesn't matter how to call this. So here we just open file stream to append data, and with open, and well, let's call this movies.csv, right? And I want to append to the file stream as file, and now we need to create CSV writer object. So a writer will be equal to CSV dot, not this, like in the lowercase writer, and it would take this file stream as an argument, and write current row actually to file. And here I would simply say writer dot right row and items from the slicing the first element and up to the very end there. So okay, now hold my breath and try to run this again to see if it works actually. So I hope to get this CSV file. Okay, and let's have a look at this CSV file within the LibreOffice to make sure it looks like appropriately. So okay, we got this. I'm not sure how this is called actually. So sound hidden, right? Singer composer, something else. So lots of data here. Lyricist, actor, film, year, and the category. So let's check the film and the year. Yeah, and the category. Yeah, somewhere it is available, somewhere not. So the data seems to be pretty nice here. Okay, I would later on try to add this sort, but you know, like let's actually try to simply grab these guys here, copy, and at the very beginning, right over in here, I would like to say init output file, and we say with open, and let's call this again movies.csv, but this time we want to write to the file stream as file and app.write, and let's print, let's paste our stuff here. So this would be a string, right? So I just want to provide this comma separated values. It's probably the fastest way ever. Okay, it's a mix of spaces and tabs for some reason. Film year. Okay, let's be like this, and at the very end we need to have a new line. Okay, so from now on it should have created a new file. Okay, so now it seems like we do have our headers, column names within this sort of a CSV file. So let's have a look basically. Okay, it seems like we do have them now, so perfect. Okay, hold on a sec. So I'm just wondering, I have no idea why it doesn't really okay, we don't need this thumb apparently. And what about the sun? And the sun as well. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, so let's just simply get rid of yeah, sorry, sun hitting this, like, okay, so now this should work. And let's have a look. Sorry, hopefully one last time, at least for now. So okay, sound hidden, singer, composer, actor, category. Yeah, now it matches. So the column names are now matched the data, which is really fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look what else left here. So it seems like, yeah, we do scrape all of this stuff, so we can also go through every single letter here. Okay, so we won't be doing this for a while. Well, we can. Okay, so let's provide a couple of tests for a while. So first let's try to loop through all the movies within the single. Okay, seems like the data looks like pretty nice. Okay, and okay, so just keep this break for a while, and I guess also we can loop over different letters. So let's test this as well. Okay, so is there any data? Okay, seems like, so probably now just for every next would be from the new letter. Just want to have a look at this quickly. And now the very last thing left here is just to specify the loop of crawling the pagination. That's kind of it. So oh, it's probably by distinguished by the movie names. I'm not sure, but okay. I'm just wondering why it doesn't really start from. Oh, it's not going in the alphabetical order because yeah, because it simply goes like the first response that fires the first request that fires the response actually is about to be written within this CSV table. So that's kind of it. Okay, and now let me think a bit on how exactly am I supposed to be going with implementation of the pagination crawling within every single letter, and we'll move on basically. Well, okay, I probably would follow the philosophy that I'm used to follow during creating my real estate properties scrapers. So let's inspect this pagination elements here. Okay, this user list is something that we would be making use of, so just copy the selector for a while. Okay, so here parse movie. No, not here, parse letters. So after we did say crawl through all the movies, we now need to handle the pagination as well. So handle pagination for each letter. Okay, so first I just want to extract the number of total pages to crawl. So let's consider this total pages variable, and it would be equal to response.css, and let's search for a div with a class equals to the to this sort of stuff. Okay, and now total pages equals so CSS. I'm looking for the list items. Well, actually, I can reference this a tags with so movie PHP that contain a page inside. So let's say hrefs contains the page keyword inside, and we want the attribute of hrefs, and we want to get one and print total pages. It's not yet the total pages, but it's not the end yet. So oh my god, what are you doing? Why is this? Oh, just I want to do this only for the only letter actually at the moment, so it's a bit strange on why it's kind of none here. Maybe, yeah, sorry, I probably need to get all instead. Okay, let's check this within the SCRAPY shell just to save the time basically. So and copy this link, so SCRAPY shell, and let's fetch this sort of a site. Okay, response CSS copy and the div sorry. Oh, come on, what did I do wrong here? This is very strange. Hold on a sec, I'm just... What do you mean it is empty? Okay, we do have this list. Oh, it's not the div, it's the user list. Oh, probably the same within the code, so probably I call this div instead of the user list. Yeah, sorry. So user list. Yeah, now this should work. Okay, we don't need this SCRAPY shell anymore. Yeah, now this should work. Okay. Okay, and now we need to split this by the equal sign and take the very last element. So total pages would be equal to total pages. So it's a list, so we can make use of the list comprehension here. So page split by the column, by the column, and the very last element for page in total pages. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm just wondering why it does make this too, but it doesn't really matter that much. So if we just try to extract the maximum value here, so integer, so try to convert this to integer and get the maximum value of this. So now this should have given us 4, I guess. Oh, 5. Is this actually 5? Yeah, 5 pages. So this seems to be exactly what we need. So now we got the number of total pages, and also we need a counter for a current page. So current page counter, and let's call this current page, and it would be equal to page, I'm not sure, page 1 or yeah, page 1, I guess. So yeah, also we would probably need to try accept this, but maybe okay, let's try accept this stuff. Let's pass for a while. So here okay, and we'll accept, so the total pages would be equal to actually 1, and here increment current page, so self current page plus equals 1. Okay. And here I want to print, so we also need to specify the next URL. So let's try to generate a next page URL. So next page would be equal, so let me just, oh my god, why did I, sorry. So just to see the format, okay, so it goes as a string query parameter here. Okay, so so actually, can we make use? Yeah, probably, yeah, we'll say response dot URL, and if it already does contain this sort of a stuff, then we can actually split this by the question mark, and by the question mark, and use the very first element. So let's have a look if next page is about to be generated. I'm sorry for this MySQL workbench being opened accidentally. Okay, hold on a sec, where is our next page? Okay, here is the next page, perfect. And yeah, so even if it was already, if it already did contain some sort of a parameters, so, and now we need to say plus, and dislike, and plus stringify self dot current page. So let's have a look. We do have our okay, next page equals to 2, perfect. Also we need so every time we trying to crawl through another ladder, we also need to reset current page number, and we need to say self dot current page equals to 1. Okay, we can even not specify this one, I guess, but okay. So okay, let's try to check this. So it should be resetted every time. Okay, page 2. Whoa, page 4. Hold on a sec. What is this? No, it's not right. It's definitely not right. But hold on, yeah. We just didn't yet crawl recursively to call this parse ladder as a callback. So, okay. Let's say check for check if any pages to crawl left, and here I would like to say if self dot current page is less equals than the next page. So in this case let's print the next URL. Okay, so this would actually give the same result. So let's actually crawl next page URL, and okay, but hold on a sec. Yeah, so we need to generate this next page only if oh, sorry, only here. Okay, so response dot follow, and the URL would be equal to oh, sorry, what am I doing? Next page. An important part here, that the callback would be equal to exactly the same, so parse ladder, so self dot parse ladder. Okay. So now we should have break after. Okay, let's break after the first ladder again. And here, so I would also like to provide some debugging information. So print debug info. So print. Here I would like to say ladder, and the ladder itself, or maybe let's say current ladder, dislike, and the ladder would be how do we know the ladder? Okay, we didn't pass the ladder actually, so we can do this now. Okay, so ladder. This is needed just for the debugging purposes. So let's say meta and ladder, and oh, what am I doing? Sorry, it's not here. It's here. Okay. Save and comma. also we need, in this case, this time we need to provide a thread over in here and extract letter. So response.meta.get and letter. Okay, so let's try see what happens here. Okay, I didn't provide the letter yet. Okay, and letter here. Next page is reference before assignment. Oh, it's right over in here. Oh, not the next page. Total pages. What have I done? Total, of course. Total pages. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, some telnet ports just very laggy for some reason. No idea why this is happening. Okay, current letter A, and then we didn't print anything, and it seems like okay. Okay, so I just don't want to crawl anything here for a while, and I didn't yield this response, right? And here again to print some debug information, so print current page. So let's even say current letter and the letter here, right? And then page out of pages. And so yeah, let's get rid of this stuff here. Here, so we need to provide the letter, and then what, the page. So it should be the current page, so self current page, and also total pages. Yeah, so probably total pages would be just fine. Save. Okay, let's try to have a look if it works. Oh my god, something is going definitely wrong with the total number of pages, with the number of total pages. How on earth is this possible, actually? So I'm just wondering, am I supposed to have more pages here? Oh, that's the reason. So I'm starting to get more and more pages. Oh man, this is not really that great. So I'm starting to get more and more pages. But on the other hand, this might work basically. I mean, why not? So, okay, hold on a sec. We need the total pages just to limit the very last element. Doesn't matter if the total pages is getting different actually. So yeah, just in order to avoid this confusion, let's just specify the current page, and that's kind of it. So I'm not going to be printing this total pages actually. So again, I'm just wondering how many pages he's supposed to crawl through for the letter A actually. Okay, 17, 18. My god, how many pages is available there? Oh my god, how many pages actually available there? What a fantastic thing. Oh, okay. So it's less than 100. So I'm just wondering. Okay, so it seems like 83 pages. So let's have a look at the page number 83. Okay, do we have some movies here? Okay, so he did break here. Okay. Or okay, let's have a look at page number 82. Okay, so it seems like some movies are available here as well. Well, okay, seems the pagination crawling works pretty nicely, even though it's kind of been changed dynamically every next page. So usually I used to have this next page to be the fixed value, but as far as the only thing, I mean total page is to be the fixed value. But as far as we need just not to overwhelm this total pages, so we don't have to go for the upper limit of the total pages, so it serves its purpose basically. So I guess this might be pretty nice. So okay, I'm just wondering if I only could have. Okay, so just another little test here. Let's loop within letters A and B only. Okay, and let's limit the number of pages, so less equals than say 4. Okay, so I just need to check that out if the page counter would be would reset or not. So okay, current letter A, current page 2. Okay, current letter B, current page 3. Doesn't seem to be to reset here. Current page A. I have no idea why this current page is not getting updated. Actually, should get updated. Doesn't matter of order here. Yeah, now it's a bit different order, but the results still seems to be the same. So page A. Yeah, it seems like it shares. The current page counter for all the letters, which is extremely wrong. So okay, let's have a look again. Or hold on a sec. Okay, yeah. So if we have the only letter, in this case, what we have in this case, so okay, page 2, page 3, page 4. I'm not sure why resetting this current page here doesn't seem to be enough. Self current page. Is the variable name wrong, or what's the reason here? I'm just trying to understand this. Okay, else. Try to explicitly reset this one more time. So current page equals to 1. Save. Yeah, hold my breath and trying this one more time. Let's have a look what we got. So letter A, again letter A current page is equal to 2. Oh, it's a duplicator request. Oh, the problem might be, I'm just wondering, does the B contain several pages as well? Yeah, it seems like. Okay, just hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so I'll need to print some additional debugging information here. So let's print the letter and total pages every time, actually, because before we didn't really print them correctly. So we did print them only, we did crawl through the next pages. So or hold on a sec. Yeah, so just before we did increment this. So okay, letter, right, and total pages. Okay, let's have a look again. Oh, not the total pages, I'm sorry. Current page. Current. So it should have been changed every time we hit a new letter, actually. So self current page. Yeah, not the total. Total starts from 5 every time, actually. Now this is weird. So when we hit this letter B, we already get this. Okay, hold on a sec. So letter B, current is equal to 1. Letter A, current is equal to 2. Oh, maybe that's because of the asynchronous nature. Okay. Okay, guys. So I just understand why I was getting that error, because if it didn't crawl through all the of the movie URLs. Okay, sparse letter. Yeah. So just can get rid of this. No, it's not part. Yeah. Hold on, it's not start request, right? So we'll make this one. So what I changed here, so now we're crawling through all the movies, and in this case there is no overlaps occurring due to the asynchronous nature of crawling these pages. So we can already see, like, this letter B, say current 1. Okay, so this is it, right? Yeah, for some reason it's duplicated, but doesn't matter really. Okay, and if we just have a look at the letter A, current 1, we also have this letter A, current 1 being available here. Okay, so now it's enough time for this counter to be to reset the counter. And obviously it's probably not the best ever way of handling the pagination, but you know, like, at least this works. I have been using this technique in my real world projects for quite a bit of time recently, and the data set for the real estate property sites that I've been scraping for seem to be really full and solid, so without any data leaks or things like that. So this technique is probably not the best ever technique possible out there, but still it kind of works quite pretty nicely. And yeah, I guess one could have actually make use of this technique as well. So what else kind of left here? So I don't need this debugging information to be printed anymore. Okay, so also could have added a couple of new lines here. So from now on we also need to, okay, just wondering where I'm looking for a place. Okay, here. So let's loop through all the ASCII characters, and also let's loop for all the pages available. Save. And okay, so now I would have tried to run this again, so hopefully this should work. Okay, and we'll have a look at the resulting data set here. So what are we crawling through? So all the letters, like, yeah, so it should be quite pretty lot of data already. Oh my god, so many data. Well, it would probably take ages to crawl through all the site on the other hand, but still it feels kind of pretty enough. Okay, so I guess just drop it right over in here. Okay. And I just want to have a look at the data set within the LibreOffice one last time, hopefully. Okay, 700 entries. This is not bad at all. So now let's inspect the data set itself. So it's not yet it, right? Okay, the movie name and so on, genres. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it seems to be pretty reasonable actually, and yeah. Well, at least I think I consider this sort of this sort of accuracy level to be pretty enough for the format of the tutorial, for the format of the free tutorial actually. So I guess from now on I can simply gonna just publish this video and send the code to my subscriber who asked me for creating this sort of a tutorial. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you learned something interesting out of it, and until the next time, and take care.